trust in your Creator more and be less worried about life's circumstances. I mean, worry is something that just catapults us into depression. It is so much against God for us to worry. He tells us not to worry. But we worry constantly. We worry about our jobs, and we worry about our money, and we worry about our friendships, and we worry about our relationship with God, and we worry about our thoughts, and we worry about our provisions for the day, and we worry about every single thing in our life. And if you think about it, worry is the number one reason why you and I are dragged down. And God doesn't want that. So how do you get rid of worry? It really comes as you totally trust God. You've got to totally trust the Lord. If Bill Gates or Warren Buffett came to you and they said to you, you'll never have a financial worry for the rest of your life. Now, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, two of the most wealthiest men in the world, multi-billionaires, you'd probably feel pretty good. You probably wouldn't have too many financial worries. But now listen, here's the key. God is so much more powerful than any human being, than Warren Buffett, than Bill Gates, than anyone. And he said, trust in me. Jeremiah 17, 7-8 says, for he will be like a tree planted by the water that extends its roots by a stream and will not fear when the heat comes, but its leaves will be green, and it will not be anxious in a year of drought, nor cease to yield fruit. We all have problems as it relates to truly trusting in God. So one of the ways that we're going to take a look at how to do that is recognizing that our perceived dead ends are God's beginnings. Rejoice in those perceived dead ends because God's getting ready to do some great things, and I love when he does that. And we're also going to look at how we can identify what we focus on and how we can change that. And it's not about positive thinking, because it's really about our focus. And there's one thing that we need to do when we look at Moses and we look at Jesus. There's one thing that we need to do in order to change our entire focus so that our focus is not on ourselves, but that our focus is on God. And we're going to take a look at how Moses did that, how Jesus did that. And you know what? We're going to take a look at Moses' trust in God. What an amazing trust it is. I mean, I talk about dead ends. I mean, we all know the Red Sea experience, right? I mean, that was a dead end. If you study that and you look at the language that went on, and you're going to see that in detail, you're going to see that's a dead end, but not for Moses. And how about just, a few days later when there was no more water, 3 days without water. I want you to go 3 days without water, and I want you to see how you feel. That was a dead end, but not for Moses. No problem at all. I love the way he talks with God about that. And so, in Jesus Take the Wheel, we're going to have action steps that you need to take to change the way that you view life from temporal to eternal.